Hey everybody, it's Neil Armstrong, your fitness coordinator at the Covington. And for our next video, we are going to use our chair to get a killer cardio workout. So as I film this, it's currently raining a lot outside. And obviously, if you're a person that likes to go out walking, probably you're not going to do it in the rain. So you might wonder, how else can I get a nice little cardio workout in? Well, we will use our chair and you will see. So we can jump right into it. Main thing is have a good chair. You don't want very cushy, and you don't want it to be too low, meaning you want to be able to have your hips about level with your knees. It's all right if they're a little bit higher, but you will probably run into some difficulties if the hips are quite below the knee. So considering that, adjust if you need to. Otherwise, we can start with a little warm-up, and then we can get to it. All right, so you can pick up one of your legs and just rotate your ankle around. Nothing fancy here, going clockwise or counterclockwise. You can switch your direction and go ahead and set the foot down. Swap it out for the other one and rotate. And other way. And go ahead and set it down. Excellent. Let's separate the legs. And we're going to take an inhale and exhale, lean forward. Take an inhale, press back. And exhale, lean forward. Coming back on your inhale. And forward on your exhale. Very nice. Let's turn this into a circle. Shifting your weight through the feet, the sitting bones, the hands if they're on the lap. Breathing through the movement here. Let's go ahead and move it the other way around. Let's take one more full circle. And you can relax to center. Legs can come back to neutral. And we're going to start just with some extension of the leg. So one at a time, bending the knee, extending the leg forward. And in the spirit of warming up, if you find that your leg doesn't really extend that far, you don't have to push it. Just pick a comfortable range. It's easy and soft. Can swap it over, other leg. Nice extension and bend back and forth. Can feel the quad muscles engage as you extend that leg. Stretch as you bring the foot back. We'll take one more. And you can set the foot down. All right, let's do a little bit for the upper body, and then we can get into the workout itself. So we can bring the arms to the sides, and I'm just going to lean left and right, back and forth. You'll find that there's a little bit of core activation that you want here. So thinking about drawing the belly in toward the spine. And like before, be gentle. You don't have to go as far as me or as deep. And that goes true for the brunt of the workout. It doesn't have to look like me. You can modify it. You can skip things. Because we'll be working cardio, you may find that you don't even make it through the whole video, that's totally fine. It can be something that you progress toward. Or you just may find that it's one of those days where you're not really feeling it. And hey, at least you did something. We can settle. Hands on the lap, and we're just going to slide the hands back and forth along the legs, getting just a little bit of gentle rotation through your torso, your shoulders, helping the back to loosen up. Make sure you're breathing. And take one more. And settle. Let's roll those shoulders for the next one. And let's roll them back to front. One more. And relax. All right, so my piece of advice for you is to, before we get going, find some nice kind of upbeat music that you like. Put it on in the background. And then that way you have something to march along to, something to help keep the beat, and probably it won't be so boring. But I will do it to silence for you. So we will begin here, and we're going to march in place. Nothing too crazy for the first segment of this, but you will see that with time, oh, this builds up some fire in the legs. It's great. Gets the heart pumping. Make sure you breathe. And we'll take a little variation. So I'm going to have you tap the heel, tap the heel. Don't worry so much about your arms. Kind of just let them go where they need to go. And you may find that you have to go slower than me. Totally cool. You may also find that you want to go faster than me. That's also totally cool. Those are both ways that you can make this harder or simpler for yourself. So feel free to utilize those when you need it. And we've got a variation coming at us. We're going downhill skiing in 3, 2, 1, left and right. Work your stem Christie. You can pretend like, I don't know, Swiss Alps, even though you may just be in your house. So you will notice that there is a little bit of gentle, keyword gentle, twisting in my hips, my shoulders. Keep on going. You may find that the heart is starting to pick up here. And if that's not you, maybe it means go a little quicker. But keep on moving. Next version we will go through, kind of similar. Think of it more like a juggling a ball between the feet. So we go in 3, 2, 1. And we've got a little juggle between the feet. If you want to make this harder for yourself, bless you, lift up those legs. Get them high in the air. Don't forget to breathe. Oh, my legs are starting to get warm, but I'm not going to stop. Although if you need a break, take a break. Very nice. Couple more here. And 3, 2, 1. Settle into a basic march. Don't forget to breathe. Think about sitting up nice and tall. If you need to quiet your march a little bit here, you're welcome to do that. And if I had my choice, I would do this instead of running. So much easier on the body at least. All right, we're going to take another variation. We're going to have a little kick and a punch. Kick and a punch. One arm at a time, one leg at a time. Think about engaging the muscles of your back, your shoulders, your legs, your core, your whole body. And next version that we're going to go for will be a little punch to the ceiling with a leg bounce. So if you find this is irritating for the shoulder, you can completely drop the arm movement, or you can modify it so that it's less of an extension up. Let's get a little more height in the legs. Oh, they are warm and feeling good. 3, 2, 1, settle in a march. How you doing? Feeling tired? 'Cause I am. We'll take maybe a couple more variations. You may have already dropped out by now, in which case you have a way to judge or sort of put yourself in a competition with yourself. Can you get a little further each time? Or if you're still with me, excellent. Few more marches. Next version we're going to go for is a hop with the legs front and back. 3, 2, 1, front, back. Little teeny tiny bounces, little taps. If your legs weren't warm, this one will do it. Let's take a couple more. And 3, 2, 1, back to your march. You may have to adjust the sitting bones. Think about sitting up nice and tall. We're in a hurry to go nowhere. All right, couple more here. So, maybe hard to see, but what I'm doing is marching my sitting bones toward the very back of the chair, and then I march toward the front of the chair, back and forth. I'm taking my chair on a little journey. Let's take a couple more rounds of this. And once more to the back. And ending with the sitting bones toward the front of the chair in a simple march. All right, few more things here. We're gonna take one of the legs and tap it out to the side, back and forth. So instead of tapping right out to the side, maybe you tap a little bit to the front, still to the side, but less extreme of an angle. You can try different quadrants of the basically 0 to 90 degrees. And if you'd like, you can reach with your arms. A little more work here. And last tap, back to your march. We are almost there. All right, we save, however, the best for last. So it's pretty much a jumping jack in the chair. So we give it a count of 3 and we begin. 3, 2, 1, jumping jack. If you need to, the arms can reach anywhere. Up, sideways, toward the floor, anything works. In front of you, one in opposite directions. Just playing around with how we can move the body. A few more jumping jacks. Finish it nice and strong. Let's take 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We're going to 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to your march. I tricked you there. All right, starting to wind things down. How you doing? Starting to gradually let the legs quiet. I built up myself a little bit of a sweat, so at this point, if you have made it here with me, or if you stopped earlier, just give yourself a pat on the back because it's harder than it looks. So we will take a series of breaths here. We'll breathe in the nose, out the mouth. So take a nice inhale. Exhale. Take however many breaths you need to here. Well, I got my cardio for the week. I don't know about you. All right. If you need a little bit more time to cool yourself down, just pause the video, get some water, let yourself breathe, and slow down a little bit here. But if you are ready to continue, we're gonna march some more. No, I'm only kidding. So we'll do some cool down, some stretches. So let's start by sliding the bum all the way back so that it touches the chair. You can then separate the knees, hold on to the chair, and you're just gonna lean forward until you feel comfortable. Just letting the hips get a little bit of a gentle stretch. If you wanted to fold a little deeper, you can drop down, maybe the hands come down. Focus on your breathing. And when you're ready, engage the core, bringing yourself to sit. So we'll scooch to the front edge of the chair once more. We will stretch out our hamstring next. So one of your legs extends forward. You can apply a little bit of downward pressure in the bent leg. And then sit up tall, pull the belly in toward the spine, and pivot through the hip, the waist. And enjoy that nice stretch along the back side of your leg. And when you're ready, engaging the core, coming up to sit. We take it to the other side, leg comes forward, a little bit of a downward pressure in the bent leg, sitting tall, belly in, hinge forward. We'll take a couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, engage the core, bring it to sit. Excellent. Next one we will go for, toward the edge of your chair. Take your leg out to the side and twist away. When you are here, focus on breathing nice and full. Nice little stretch in the inner thigh, inner leg, the groin. And when you're ready, you can unwind, draw the leg in, and take the opposite out, and twist away. Again, focusing on your breath here. We'll untwist, draw the leg to center, and hold on to the underside of your leg. Rotate your ankle. And other side. And other foot. Rotate around. Can rotate opposite way. And place the foot on the floor. All right, let's get a little bit of a quad stretch. So, a couple ways that you can do this. Probably the simplest way would be to just lean back into the chair and start to walk or wiggle one of the feet backward so that it's kind of behind the chair now. And you should feel something in the quad for sure. If this is a bit too simple for you, you can take a different variation where you slide toward the edge of the chair. I have one leg on the chair, the other one is in the air. And then same thing, I bring the foot backward. It doesn't have to go as far as I am here, obviously, just enough till you get a decent stretch in the quad. And regardless of whether you picked version 1 or 2, settle into it for a couple breaths. Make sure you're breathing nice and full, letting the belly expand with each inhale. A little extra bonus here. Maybe hold on to the chair. If you could, hold the ankle. A little extra stretch. Obviously, if you're looking at this and you're like, no, you don't even have to try it. And when you're ready to release, go ahead. All right, so just to reiterate, version 1, wiggling the foot back with the back against the chair until you feel a decent stretch in your quad, front of the thigh. Version 2, scooching to the side, one leg's on the chair, the other's in the air, and then you reach the leg back. And like before, breathe, give your body a couple moments to settle into the stretch itself. And this one's especially nice after all of that marching because it's going to tighten the quads, the hip flexors, so this gives them a moment to release and stretch. If you wanted to try holding the ankle, you can do so. Otherwise, last couple moments. And release. Coming back to the chair, where you're going to roll those shoulders a couple times. And let's go opposite way, back to front. And relax. We can take the head through an easy circle. So you can be pretending that you're drawing a circle with a paintbrush that is on the tip of your nose. Finish that one and go the other way. Let's take one more. Go ahead and settle. And on that note, we can be done. All right, everybody. Thanks for practicing with me today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.